There are several reasons why a man pulls away. And in this video, I want to focus on why men in love pull away at the stage where you're in a commitment with a man. And maybe he's even said, I love you. And you feel that there are deeper feelings there from him. And suddenly he pulls away. Or if he said he was going to move into deeper levels of commitment with you. So let's say you're dating and he wants to move into marriage, or he talked about getting engaged, and then you see that he's like stalled or he's withdrawn or he completely changes his mind, why that happens and what you can do about that so that a man can continue to move things forward. On my website, I have an article called What You Should Do When a Man Pulls Back and Why Men Pull Back, and I'm going to link it in the description box below so that you can visit that if you like. And in that article, I also get into the dating stages and why a man may pull away during the dating stages and like what to do about it, because it is a little bit different in the dating stages than when you're in more of a commitment with a man. You can check that out as well. Men will pull away for several reasons, and usually, and like one of the biggest reasons a man will pull away when he's already fallen in love with a woman is men also have their own level of commitment fears, especially masculine energy men. So there's like several reasons for this. For one, it terrifies men to actually meet a woman that they love. There's a lot of fear that comes up. Or think about your own body and in your own nervous system when you meet someone and you fall in love with them. When we haven't healed from the past, we can think, oh my God, like I don't want to get hurt again. The fear of abandonment kicks in, or I don't want to be alone. Even if we find someone, the fear of I don't want to be alone kicks in because we're scared that what if it ends? What if he leaves? Like all these feelings will start to come up. And if we don't heal from the past and we don't have awareness, we'll start to self sabotage because the body doesn't want to experience the pain of what it's felt in the past. A man will also have this experience. And for men, the fear of losing like the freedom and also like a fear of being controlled. And for men, this will come in from their past, especially when he's had a history of failed relationships, or he's been with women that are controlling, or women that I guess are more in their unhealthy masculine energy, or even unhealthy wounded feminine energy, right? So women that are needy or reactive or controlling, what will happen with a man is his fear of moving back into a situation where he's lost his autonomy is going to kick in. It's all unconscious. In the initial stages, when a man is like starting to fall in love, his fears kind of take a back seat because everything is new and dopamine kicking in, and he's like excited by this woman. He's excited by meeting someone he likes. So these things don't happen in the earlier stages of dating. It happens when you're moving into like higher levels of commitment where these fears will come in. And for men that are in their masculine energy, they really enjoy a woman that is like laid back and is able to take a step back from the relationship and from the man and is able to be independent and can do her own thing. And this is why I focus so much on healing, because with masculine men, especially, if they feel at all that there's like a level of control that is going on, like even in the slightest, they feel that, what will happen is like they'll pull back. And this is why I always talk about masculine men wanting the challenge and like to be sort of mysterious. When you are a little bit of a challenge to a man, it overrides his commitment fear because he's too busy winning you over to be afraid of commitment, right? Because you're behind him. So anytime you like take a step in front of a man, especially when a man is healthy and his masculine energy, it's gonna freak him out. And his natural like tendencies to be free, to not be controlled, to have autonomy of his life, all of that is gonna kick in for him because he's going to think that this woman is like trying to monopolize my time. She's so needy. And like I haven't even given all of myself to her. The ultimate giving all of myself to a woman is marriage. So when this happens, like before commitment, or let's say when a man is in love and like before commitment, so like engagement to me is like a real commitment, he starts to freak out, right? And this is why it's always important to take a step back from men. So in these stages, it's really important to override a man's commitment fears. It's important to take things slow with men. And when a man is rushing into commitment with a woman, usually he's in his feminine energy. Men that are like super expressive and like posting all about you on social media, like so excited and like rushing things, and they're like, oh my God, I found the one. Like, that is not a masculine man, because even if a masculine man feels that way, and in both my books, Peter writes about his experience of falling in love with me and like how he knew I was the one. That was not something he communicated to me until much later. He did know I was the one, but he was quiet about it. He didn't share that with me because masculine energy men aren't going to reveal themselves to that extent because, again, they have the experience of as soon as I tell a woman how I feel about her, like she gets all ahead and then it creates this neediness and like these expectations. A man is not willing to like give all of himself right away. It takes a period of time. Peter and I had talked about like getting engaged and he did propose within 7 months of us being together. We are older, so like the age is definitely gonna play a factor here. If you're younger, a man is not necessarily going to commit that quickly because he's trying to pursue his goals, etc. So when a man is a little bit older and he's had like enough life experience and he's dated a lot of women, he's gonna know the feeling he has when he's met the one. And he's not gonna like want to lose that. When you reached a certain age and he's accomplished certain things and he knows you're the one and he doesn't propose, it's just excuses. And if it doesn't happen within a certain amount of time, what's gonna happen is your status and value as a woman is gonna go down and you're going to get increasingly antsy in the relationship with him because you're gonna be thinking like, I wanted to propose. Why isn't he proposing? And you're just going to feel yucky within yourself. And it's going to cause you to act in certain ways, which I'm going to get into because that's the second point why men pull away. Like he was closed and he was in fear. He didn't express that he was in fear because with men, they just become closed and guarded. Again, men, not feminine men. Feminine men are just like yappy and like they talk all the time and etc. No, no, no. I'm talking about men, right? And so when something is going on within them, they freeze or they pull back or they close. And one of the reasons why men in love pull back is because they have their own trauma. They have their own bullshit that they've dealt with and they're scared. And when a man really loves a woman, his fear of what if it doesn't work out? What if I have another failed relationship? What if I'm controlled? All these things start to come up. Now, the second reason and how I could have sabotaged this is if I went into controlling behaviors to make him see me, if I reacted, if I got mad, tried to control the situation or gave him any ultimatums, which I did not do because you can't control a masculine man and you can't tell a masculine man, if you're not with me, I'm going to leave. If you're going to do that, it has to be from your own heart and love for yourself that you're going to walk away. You can't control a masculine man. So if you give a man an ultimatum and you can control him, he's whipped and he's feminine. Your behaviors will sometimes pull a man away and will make a man second guess his like commitment to you and second guess of like next steps with you. And so you go from being relaxed, laid back, letting him like pursue you, all these things that are easy to do when there isn't fear involved, right? And really, fear gets involved much later. If fear is getting involved initially in a relationship and you're getting attached initially, you have a lot of inner work to do. And this is just the truth because you should not be moving into a relationship in a month. You should not be moving into any sort of situation with a man until he's proven to you over a period of time that he's going to be consistent in his behaviors because it's very easy for a man to have sex with you and to be all lovey-dovey with you when you're giving your body away to him, like within a month. But can he sustain that? And you're not going to know that until you waited to give yourself to him. As time goes on, you start to be controlling, cold, you are nagging, abrasive, you just change. And oftentimes it's because we haven't healed and our fears come up. What's going to happen is that's going to trigger his fears and then he's going to like pull back and he's going to question whether you guys are like right for each other. And you make this worse by not giving space and by not accepting where he's at. The more that you try to control him, the more that you are reactive and the more that you try to close the gap in, the further away he's going to get from you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely get What Men Want, Secrets of the Feminine Woman in my course. They're all different. What Men Want is going to teach you about masculine energy men, how they view relationships and like their commitment process. Secrets of the Feminine Woman is what true femininity is. And I get into a little bit of healing there. But the inner work course is just a complete different level. It's all shadow work. And you are going to learn how to do the inner work on yourself. You're going to learn what different energies are, the mother wound pattern. You're going to learn so much. You're going to learn about your consciousness and soul and like how to tell the difference between like your thoughts that are coming in versus like thoughts that are not your own, there's a lot of value you're going to get in that program. It was a 6-month program that I ran for 5,000 US, and I've just turned it into a course to give more of you access to the work as I cannot work privately with all of you guys anymore. Maybe I will do another group coaching when the time is right. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.